Well, on the upside, think of all the political podcasters who got a smooth transition into their ad read for ExpressVPN. It's news o'clock! The fallout continues from the huge news this week how awful Atlantic editor-in-chief Jeffrey Goldberg is. Thank God someone finally said it. And subsequently why he shouldn't have been and yet somehow was looped into a group text chain by the highest members of the Trump administration detailing sensitive military operations. A stunning breach of national security, though to anyone like me who's never fully understood emojis, a lot of the communication did technically stay encrypted. Seriously, the only one that I know is sending eggplants and splashing to my parents so they know that I'm getting enough produce and water. Now, we all know top secret material doesn't belong in a commercial messaging app. It belongs in hastily stacked boxes blocking the visible mold in a Mar-a-Lago bathroom. I'm kidding, of course. It should be restricted to a secure, well-guarded facility. Though credit to Pete Hegseth, who does look like a guy who'd call a group chat with his bros the Situation Room. So, how did this happen? Let's ask ironically named National Security Advisor Mike Waltz.
I'm sure everybody out there has had a contact where it was said one person and then a different phone number.
But you've never talked to him before, so how's the number on your phone? I mean, I'm not an expert in any of this, but it's just curious. How's the number on your phone?
Well, if you have somebody else's contact and then somehow it gets
someone
sucked
sent
in,
you that
it gets
contact.
sucked in.
Oh, blaming the app, I've been there. Who among us hasn't thrown technology under the bus to avoid responsibility? Hey, you've been texting me? Yeah, I haven't been getting him. I don't know, I had a system update or something, and ever since I must be a setting or I don't know. Also, I totally sent you that letter. It's just, my post office is weird, the vibe. Every time I go in there, I'm like, I don't like it. But even if we were to believe him that in 2025, sometimes journalists you've never met are just gonna get sucked into your private chats, can we at least agree it's not the best place to lay out your bombing itinerary? It's like if the Pentagon had a secret tunnel only for reporters, like we are go for elimination on, oh God, get out of here, shoo. There has to be a better way. So, if you're keeping track at home, Biden keeps sensitive documents in his garage. Impeachment! Mike Waltz keeps sensitive documents in the phone of journalists. Oh, come on, I said whoops. Let's be honest, this is all a distraction by the media to avoid talking about the real issues. The president's push to buy Greenland and the dismantling of the Department of Education by the Secretary of WrestleMania. Honestly, I just wanted an excuse to use this painting again. I'm not sure what my favorite part of the scandal is, that Hegseth himself said in a group chat, clean on operational security, making it the most verifiably false thing anyone's texted since ROTFL, or that right now there's tons of doxed people from the JFK files going, hey, great to hear we're finally concerned with sensitive information. How we doing on my new social security number? Or that this scandal made Pete Buttigieg say this.
Claiming that it cares about competence and merit, and then be responsible for an epic fuck-up like this.
There is just something off about him cursing. It's like watching someone get choked out by Mr. Rogers. I guess it's always been possible and probably happened more times than you'd think. It's just weird. But at the end of the day, the big issue here is the response of the Trump administration. Bravado, obfuscation, spin.
What we should be talking about is it was a very successful mission.
Ah, yes, it all ended up fine. What's the big deal? It's like a drunk driver leading cops on a high-speed chase to his doorstep, touching his house and I made it home. We're good, right?
If you want to talk about classified information, talk about the classified documents in Joe Biden's garage that Hunter Biden had access to.
Funny you brought that up, because in that case, the Attorney General appointed a Republican special counsel to investigate. Any chance that's in the cards? Or, oh no, you're walking away. That's fine. I guess I'll wait for your inevitable group chat invite. This is what happens when you build an entire ideology on the constant projection of strength. Accountability is weakness, even when everybody agrees that it is genuinely the right thing to do. Instead, they have to lash out at the messenger.
This is the guy that peddles in garbage. Deceitful and highly discredited so-called journalist.
Sure, and he was minding his own business until you gave him a golden ticket and let him run around the chocolate factory. That's what this week was about. The most clear example yet of an administration that needs to warp reality around a projection of confidence. I am shocked but not surprised. Or to put it in a way they'd understand. See you next time. hey, if you like this, why don't you give it a like and tell a friend and share and do all the stuff, and watch more. I'm literally just gonna sit here. I do need to pee.